There's a few really powerful things in what you just said about like being at the end of your life and kind of doing this like backwards reflection and like, you know, what's important. On the way here, on the drive here, I was just talking to my uncle, and I'm very close with my uncle. They live in England, and his wife, Sue, she just had a very severe stroke a few weeks ago, and she's okay. She's on the couch. She was sitting next to him at home, and they FaceTimed me while I was on my way here. And we almost lost Sue, right? And one of the most powerful things he said to me on the phone as I was coming here was, the things that used to matter to us a few weeks ago are no longer relevant. And I think it's really important for us to remind ourselves as we go through life, we should be celebrating every single moment we possibly can in life. If you're going down a path that does not bring you joy, such as if you're in a job you hate, get a different job. It is that simple. It is that simple. Quit. I've walked out of a job I hated same day because I had that power of me of like, I know I deserve better in life. Life is too short for me to sit through another 8 hours. I am miserable. I quit, and I don't regret that at all. I moved on to something so much more powerful, because here's the thing: when you follow joy, when you chase those threads and pull on those threads of joy, and you're, you know, every interaction, every bite you take, every person you talk to, every job you have, whatever it is that brings you joy, it's going to lead you to the right path. You're going to get so much happier. You're going to have better friends, better, you know, interactions with your family, more confidence in yourself. Choose joy. Follow the joy. So, I mean, that could not be more powerful, because at the end of your life, when you're sitting there and you have someone, you know, you had a stroke, or your partner had a stroke or whatever, and you're like, gosh, I almost died today. The one thing you're going to care about is all the BS that, you know, floats around you. It's irrelevant. It's all irrelevant.
It is.
How do you feel?
You know, I worked so hard, and then one day I just realized, I like opened my eyes and I felt like I just woke up. Yeah. And then I forgot that I need to live.
You need to live. You need to live. So wear that hair how you want it. Wear that lipstick that you want. Put that outfit on that you love. You know, be loud, be joyful, be jolly.
And then I realized, you know, you do remember you said the silly things? I realized my joy of life is the silly things.
It is the silly things, yeah.
It's my drinking coffee on daily basis. It's one of my most joyful.
Hear, hear.
Waking up in the morning and just go look at the sun and I say, thank you, I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
You know, the taking a shower on daily basis, putting your good clothes and looking at yourself and say, yes, I feel good, I love you, is the joy of my life. Yeah. It's not coming to the work and then having this and that. None of those. Yeah. Regardless what car you're going to drive, you're going to feel the same.
Yeah.
You know, after some, you're not going to even realize what are you driving, just how did you even get to work. You're just constantly debating, working, fighting, arguing. Like, work is work.
Yeah.
How you feel per day is your success.
Yeah.
How you feel, how you push through on your problems and your daily lifestyle is your success. You know, how are you feeling? What are you finding joy in?
I've been catching myself just like smiling. Like in the moment, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm smiling and I feel so much joy at the silliest things. So like, you know, I was sitting at the dog park the other day and I was by myself. I had my dog with me. My dog was playing, but I look over at this other dog and this other dog is just being so cute with their owner. And like, I was just like, I caught myself. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like sitting here, like just so happy, like just seeing this cute moment between this owner and their dog, like their interaction is just so joyful. That live in the moment, find joy. You know, there's such cute little moments all around you at any given time that can bring you joy. You know, if you open yourself up to it, look around you. I promise you, you'll find something out there. The sun, you know, the fact that it's a warm breeze, the birds chirping. I know that sounds kind of silly, but it's so true. Like
it is so true.
It's the little moments. You can always find joy if you look for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think I search so much to see what is it that gives me that ultimate happiness.
Yeah.
What is it that gives me the ultimate feeling of I'm capable, I made it, and then I realized nothing gave me enough satisfactory feeling until that small moments in my daily life that it made me, yes, I'm here. I'm not supposed to arrive anywhere.
There's never a destination.
There's never a destination. It's like the process.
Yeah.
The process. So when I found out So that happiness is not the destination that I'm supposed to arrive, and I'm supposed to feel the joy today, feel the satisfaction today. It's like people are like, what are you so excited about? And I'm like, life,
yeah.
And it can be the most silliest thing. And then I might go to the restaurant, and which I met you a couple of nights ago, and I'm going to be the most silliest, and I had the best night ever, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. It's so funny how life works too. How we were talking about like just following that thread of joy. Like I firmly believe that your tummy, your emotions are a guidance system for you. So like if you feel bad about something, ooh, you were on the wrong path. Like don't do that. If you feel great about something, that's the direction you're supposed to go. So for me, it's like kind of like a North Star or a navigator for, what you're supposed to be doing, where you're supposed to be at, et cetera. I truly believe that once you get in that vibrative state of just, positive, positivity and joy and like seeking that, I think you're going to experience more of those things. More of those things are going to attract to you. And I really believe, like the other night, it was not planned at all.
Oh, but you and that was the best night.
Yeah, it was so we went to a really packed restaurant, steak, Catch. Okay. And like, I just look over and there's Helen right next to me at the bar. Like that kind of, those moments are very special. They're very serendipitous. And I know we were both following our joy that night.
Yeah, I was.
And so like, there we are, just another moment where we're interacting just so organically.
So amazing.
It's so cool. So I think that's important. Follow the joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Follow the joy, for sure. For sure. Yesterday is a history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Mm-hmm. And today is a gift.
Today is a gift. Yeah. Today is a gift. I think, when I was in the military, more full time, I was constantly around service members who were depressed, who were suicidal, right? I mean, the military has one of the highest suicide rates of any profession. It was really in my face all the time, mental health, right? Mm-hmm. And I was on antidepressants, going to therapy nonstop, super miserable in the military, super, super unhappy.
Yeah, it's not easy to be exposed to the stuff that you guys are getting exposed to.
Yeah, I mean, but even like, even the culture of the military is so depressing. The way people treat each other. I mean, some of my worst moments in the military were not against an enemy. It was against my brothers and sisters in arms, like the people that were supposed to have my back or be side by side. Some of the worst moments were the people next to me. The culture was just so toxic. Depression and suicide, those things are really important topics. And my saving grace of how I was able to pull myself out of that depression was not medicine. It was not going to therapy at all. And therapy, to be honest, did not help me at all. The saving grace for me was pulling on, it was the power of prayer. It was asking for, me going internally to myself of like, what do I want? Because I didn't even know what I wanted out of life. And it was we talked about self-inventory. It was, not seeking the validation from others, because you're never going to get that 100%. Your point earlier about, the destination, me thinking that I needed to have a certain scenario or a certain life or a certain partner or a certain relationship to be happy, that's external validation, right? And so acknowledging that happiness is not a destination, it's a journey, and that I can find joy in the moment, whatever moment I am in, even if I'm mad in traffic, someone's just cut me off, I almost got my car hit, whatever the case is, it is a choice to be upset. It is a choice. If you're in your depression, and I'm saying this to anyone who's listening right now, like if you're in a depressive moment right now, you're unhappy, you're suicidal, you hate your life, whatever, I encourage you, just do me a solid favor and yourself a solid favor. Flip the switch, because it's literally just as simple as going flick. I'm deciding not to be that anymore. I'm not going to be that anymore. And the moment you make that decision and you mean it, and you mean it for yourself, go on Google, do some searches, Esther Hicks, Joe Dispenza. Like, there's so many great positive people you can throw on your YouTube and listen to, and just start surrounding yourself with powerful, positive affirmations and motivations, and get outside, go for a walk. I mean, there's all these things you can do. You can pull yourself out of that horrible place, and you can get yourself on a path of joy, but it is a choice. It is a choice.
It is a choice. I'm going to give you an example. I used to, 15 years ago maybe, I used to get really upset when someone was honking at me. Yeah. Until one day I remember with one of my classmates, we were carpooling, and then someone honked at us, and then she did this.
Yeah.
And I just looked at her, I'm like, she just honked at you, because you're driving ridiculously. And I said, it's okay. Maybe they're going through something. I just want to make them happy. So maybe that changes their mood.
That's so true.
It hit me so hard.
Yeah.
It hit me so hard. Like, I don't get upset with people honking at me anymore. Like, I want to tell you, I don't even hear it anymore. Now I even see sometimes someone might come and I don't even show me the middle finger. And then I said, oh my God, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I have like the coolest thing I want to read to you.
Read it.
It's like this short little blurb. Let me find it. Sorry, I'm not prepared, but it's really powerful. I think it's really going to make a difference for you. So it's a Chinese parable. Let me just find it. It's super short, but it's like the coolest. Yeah, it's okay. I'm going to read it to you guys. Here we go. It's very cool. It's very powerful. As soon as the Wi-Fi loads. Okay.
Wait.
All right, here we go. So this is the parable of the Chinese farmer. And I literally think this parable, which was read to me by Tom Bilyeu not too long ago, and it changed my life, honestly. Like, it honestly changed my life. So once upon a time, there was a Chinese farmer whose horse ran away. That evening, all of his neighbors came around to commiserate. They said, "We are so sorry to hear that your horse has run away. This is most unfortunate." And the farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the horse came back, bringing 7 wild horses with it. And in the evening, everybody came back and said, "Oh, isn't that luck? What a great turn of events. You now have 8 horses." And the farmer again said, "Maybe." The following day, his son tried to break one of the horses, and while riding it, he was thrown and broke his leg. The neighbor then said, "Oh dear, that's too bad. That's so sad. I'm so sorry that your son broke his leg." And the farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the conscription officers for the Chinese army came around to conscript people into the army, to get people to sign up. And they rejected his son because he had broke his leg. Again, all the neighbors came around and said, "Isn't that great?" And he said, "Maybe," right? The whole process of nature is an integrated process of immense complexity, and it's really impossible to tell whether anything happens in the moment is good or bad, because you never know what will be the consequences of the misfortune, or you never know what will be the consequences of good fortune. And so it's such a powerful thing, just to remember that in your day-to-day moments. So when I'm driving now, because I am totally one of those people that was like, "Get out of my way, I'm late, I'm going somewhere," right? Like, I'm driving crazy, I'm getting upset at people, etc. But now when there's traffic, I'm like, you know what? This traffic potentially could be saving my life, or allowing for an ambulance to get through and get somebody to the hospital on time, or whatever. So chill. You're right where you're supposed to be at any given time. You are always right where you're supposed to be.
You are.
So.
You are. I'm a believer of raising my positive frequency, and then whatever happens, it must mean something, and it must be for the good, for the highest good. Okay, I started believing in that 8 years ago, and it happened that I lost the business, randomly bought another business, and then everything turned out to be 100 times better. Or like the people who came to my life, it was just, I just gave in to the universe. I said, on a daily basis, I'm gonna do good to my best potential. Like I'm not gonna, if you hate me, I'm not gonna hate you back. If you don't like me, I'm not gonna just not like you back. I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stay me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, it must be a reason. Let me see, how can I make it better? And with forgiving myself, to start with forgiving myself so I can forgive others, and then rising my vibration and energy. I want to tell you this, Amy. You know, majority of the things that I have in my life, because magically came to my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm talking about magically. Like someone magically came and said, this building is for sale and it's like this much under the price. Do you want it? And I'll get you the loan. Like magically. I wasn't even looking for it.
Yeah.
So magic and magic and magic and magic sometimes is like more challenging. Some of them like more easier. But then my life turned to be in a really beautiful, positive, magical way that I'm like,
yeah,
I'm in a certain relationship with the universe.
Yeah. I am such a strong believer of this. I literally have a new mantra, and it's like, goodness is coming to me in expected and unexpected ways. And I'm really just an observer on the ride. The path is already carved out for me. I've already been putting into my escrow, my universal escrow. I'm already saying, I want money. I want this beautiful house. I drive by houses all the time, and I literally just point. I go, I want that. I want that. I want that. Oh, that nice bag over there. I want that. That cute relationship over there. I want that.
Yeah.
That cute dog. I want that. Right. And I put all these things in my, I go window shopping.
Yeah.
I go window shopping for my life, and I say, I want that. And I want joy. I want happiness. I want laughter, all these things. And as I go along about my day, I just basically start in the morning, first thing in the morning, just imagining all those things. And then I go, okay, universe, what are you cooking up for me today? Right? And again, to your point, things are going to pop up. Unexpected moments.
And don't give up. I want to tell you this.
Yeah.
So when you are in that, because I was in that, it took me 2 years to just, this is a vibration that you send out.
Yeah.
And then let's say just because like you send out the energy, not necessarily you're going to get it today. Sometimes it might take 6 months. It depends how clear is your energy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might take a year, 2 years, 3 years. But you need to not give up.
Yeah.
And live on that path until everything starts, exactly where it needs to be. So stay there. This window shopping, I would guarantee you, I did the same thing before to get where I was.
Yeah.
I did the window shopping. So I want that. I want that character. I want that lifestyle.
Yep.
And of course I'm going to work. I'm going to work like a ridiculous person. I'm going to work 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a day. Like, this is very important to me. But doesn't matter how many times I'm going to hear no. Doesn't matter who thinks, like, how much competition I have around. I know with what I'm offering, I'm going to do good.
Well, here's the full circle moment. Earlier in our conversation, you said you're the black sheep. This is the power of being the black sheep. When you go your own way and you carve your own path and you're laser focused on what you want, and what you don't want is not even on your mind, right? Like, you are just full on, I'm only focusing about the things I want. Sometimes being a black sheep pays off. Sometimes you got to go alone. Sometimes this journey is a solo journey, right? And you're going to meet all kinds of people along the way in different stages of their own journeys. But sometimes being a black sheep is the way to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
So.
100%. And as long as you believe in yourself and you know your own intention.